work. So good, you're doing so good.
I just want to say, everyone will suffer. Do you remember worried?
After party
The FBI just dropped explosive revelations, and this time, Diddy and Ashton Kutcher's names are making waves. According to reports, the two allegedly manipulated actress Daveigh Chase, yes, the girl who played Samara in The Ring, into some shady behind-the-scenes dealings for their secret wild parties. The details are messy, and trust me, you're not ready for what's coming next. Let's rewind. Daveigh Chase, born July 24, 1990 in Vegas, was seemingly destined for fame. Raised in Oregon, she always had that performer spark. By the time she was 7, she was already auditioning, showing a natural drive that couldn't be ignored. Sure, her parents guided her toward the spotlight, but Daveigh's ambition was unmistakable. She got her start doing commercials and local theater gigs, not even realizing her big break was just around the corner. Once she hit the Los Angeles audition scene, it was game over. Daveigh was on her way to Hollywood stardom.
What are we gonna do?
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 FBI has just dropped some explosive revelations, and this time, Diddy and Ashton Kutcher's names are making headlines for all the wrong reasons. Reports allege that the two manipulated actress Daveigh Chase, best known for her chilling portrayal of Samara in The Ring, into shady behind-the-scenes dealings tied to their infamous Hollywood parties. The details are messy, and the implications are downright disturbing. Let's dive into Daveigh's career, the resurfaced video, and the troubling culture these allegations have brought to light. Daveigh's meteoric rise to fame. Daveigh Chase was born on July 24, 1990, in Las Vegas, Nevada. Raised in Oregon, she exuded star power from a young age, auditioning by the time she was 7. While her parents helped guide her, it was Daveigh's undeniable talent and drive that set her apart. She began her career with commercials and local theater, paving the way for her eventual Hollywood breakthrough. Her ascent was swift. Daveigh found early success in voice acting, most notably as the voice of Lilo in Disney's Lilo and Stitch. That role alone made her a standout, and in today's social media era, she would have undoubtedly been a trending sensation. But she didn't stop there. Daveigh proved her versatility with live-action performances in iconic TV shows like Charmed and ER, demonstrating that her talents extended beyond animation. Her big-screen debut came in 2001 when she starred as Samantha Darko in the cult classic Donnie Darko. The role cemented her place in Hollywood, and she later reprised it in the 2009 sequel. However, her most iconic moment came in 2002 when she starred as the terrifying Samara in The Ring. At just 12 years old, Daveigh's haunting performance became the stuff of nightmares, forever etching her into the annals of horror cinema. Even today, it's hard to think of early 2000s scary movies without picturing that creepy girl crawling out of a TV. A career quietly slowing down. Over the years, Daveigh explored new creative paths, dabbling in music and taking on a variety of roles. In 2009, she revisited her Donnie Darko character, but by 2016, her career had slowed significantly. She appeared in American Romance, a low-budget thriller about a serial killer, but the film was panned by critics and marked her last major leading role. Since then, Daveigh seems to have stepped away from Hollywood altogether, a rare but commendable feat for a child star. But now, her name has returned to the spotlight, and for deeply unsettling reasons. The resurfaced video. A video from the 2003 MTV Movie Awards has recently resurfaced, sending shockwaves through social media. In the clip, Diddy is seen approaching a 13-year-old Daveigh Chase shortly after she wins Best Villain for her role in The Ring. Diddy casually invites her to an after-party, a moment that many initially dismissed as harmless. However, in light of recent allegations against Diddy, the interaction is being re-examined under a much darker lens. Diddy's history of alleged misconduct is well documented. One of the most harrowing claims involves a lawsuit accusing him of assaulting a 13-year-old girl just 3 years before this event. The invitation to Daveigh, viewed with this context, becomes deeply disturbing. social media users have expressed outrage, with many describing the interaction as sick and gross. One commenter asked, "Why is a grown man inviting a literal child to an after-party?" Another added, "Knowing what we know now, this is beyond inappropriate." Hollywood's toxic party culture. The video has reignited conversations about Hollywood's party culture, particularly the troubling environments young stars were exposed to. Stories abound of minors attending celebrity parties, often with little to no supervision. Even when parents were present, they were often preoccupied, leaving their children vulnerable. Diddy's notorious freak-off parties, in particular, have come under scrutiny. Former attendees have alleged that these events involved questionable behavior, and guests were reportedly required to sign NDAs prohibiting them from discussing the parties for decades. The secrecy surrounding these gatherings raises unsettling questions about what truly went on behind closed doors. Ashton Kutcher's role in the controversy. Ashton Kutcher's name has also been dragged into the conversation. Known for his close association with Diddy's parties, Ashton once called them the best of his life in an old interview. However, his cryptic comments about the events, combined with the NDAs, have raised red flags. Ashton's own history has not aged well in the public eye. He's faced backlash for inappropriate comments about underage actresses, including a now viral clip where he discussed Hilary Duff and the Olsen twins turning 18. Additionally, during his time on That 70s Show, Ashton admitted to kissing a 14-year-old Mila Kunis during a scripted scene after being dared by co-star Danny Masterson. Ashton was 19 at the time, and the incident has since been criticized as exploitative. Protecting young stars. The resurfaced video and subsequent allegations have sparked a broader discussion about the treatment of child stars in Hollywood. Daveigh Chase, once celebrated for her talent and range, is now at the center of this troubling narrative. While she has remained silent about the video and her interactions with Diddy, many are rallying around her, hoping she was shielded from the darker side of the industry. Hollywood's history is rife with stories of exploitation, particularly involving its youngest and most vulnerable stars. The culture of permissiveness that allowed such behavior to flourish is now being called out, with demands for greater accountability and safeguards. A reckoning for Hollywood. The legacy of stars like Daveigh Chase serves as both a reminder of their talent and a sobering reflection of Hollywood's darker underbelly. While Daveigh's acting career may have slowed, her impact on the industry remains undeniable. However, her name being tied to these allegations highlights the urgent need for systemic change. As Diddy faces mounting lawsuits and Ashton comes under fire for his past behavior, it's clear that Hollywood can no longer turn a blind eye. The public's tolerance for such stories has run out, and the demand for accountability is louder than ever. This is more than just a resurfaced video. It's a wake-up call for the entertainment industry to confront its past and ensure a safer future for its stars. The conversation is far from over, and as more details come to light, one thing is certain: Hollywood must do better.
Duff is in Lizzie McGuire. She also has an album out. She's going to be in a movie called Cheaper by the Dozen. And she's one of the girls that we're all waiting for to turn 18, along with the Olsen twins. Any 15-year-old
could use some tightening to hit the tone you're going for. Sharp, engaging, and professional, while still packing a punch. Here's a rewritten version. Hilary Duff, Ashton Kutcher, and Diddy. What's the connection? Ashton Kutcher's name is being dragged into the explosive resurfaced story about Diddy inviting a 13-year-old Daveigh Chase to his infamous parties. While the link may seem tenuous, it's just another example of Hollywood's troubling history of exploitation and blurred boundaries. But before we dive into that, let's switch gears to Daveigh's story, which is equally heartbreaking. After her acting career slowed, Daveigh starred in the 2016 low-budget thriller American Romance, which flopped hard. By 2017, her life was unraveling. In August of that year, she was arrested for drug possession, hinting at deeper struggles. Then in November, things took an even darker turn when she was questioned about a man's death. Although she wasn't charged in that case, she was arrested on an unrelated warrant. And the spiral didn't stop there. Daveigh made headlines again after joyriding in someone else's car without permission, a felony charge. By 2018, she was racking up legal troubles, including drug possession and skipping court dates, which led to multiple warrants. It's a devastating fall from grace for someone who was once a celebrated child star. The silent years. Since then, Daveigh has disappeared from the public eye. Her social media has been silent since 2017, and there have been no red carpet appearances or paparazzi sightings. It's like she vanished completely, leaving fans to wonder what went wrong and how she's doing now. One Instagram user claimed to be a friend of Daveigh's and promised to spill insider details about her struggles. But after that initial tease, nothing materialized. The most recent clip of her, which surfaced online, is heartbreaking. She clearly didn't want to be filmed, and it's obvious she's not in a good place. Fame's dark side. Daveigh's story is a harsh reminder of how fame can destroy young stars. Hollywood often fails to protect child actors who are thrown into adult environments with little guidance or support. For Daveigh, the pressure of nonstop work during her childhood likely left her with no chance to develop a normal identity. No school, no regular friendships, just a constant grind that set her up for struggles later in life. When the roles dried up, she was left to face the real world without the tools to cope. Addiction is a massive issue, but for child stars like Daveigh, the transition from fame to obscurity can complicate things even further. Her story is one of survival and struggle, a tale that would be powerful if she ever chose to share it. Hopefully, wherever she is, she's finding peace. Back to Diddy and Ashton. Meanwhile, Diddy and Ashton Kutcher are both catching heat, but Diddy's situation is on a whole different level. Ashton's controversies, like his resurfaced interview praising Diddy's parties as the best of his life, while vaguely hinting at their wildness, seem like small potatoes compared to the mountain of lawsuits Diddy is facing. Diddy's reputation is unraveling fast, with allegations ranging from abuse and exploitation to the dark secrets of his infamous freak-off parties, where airtight NDAs prevented guests from speaking out. The sheer number of lawsuits paints a damning picture. If these allegations hold any weight, Diddy isn't just facing a PR nightmare. He could be looking at serious legal consequences, potentially even prison time. The big question. So what do you think? Will Diddy's legal battles derail his entire legacy, or could he face even harsher consequences? And do you believe Daveigh Chase could have been caught up in the darkness of those infamous parties? Let us know your thoughts in the comments, and before you go, don't forget to check out our next video. It's one you won't want to miss. This revision balances the serious tone of the allegations with the conversational style expected in entertainment commentary, while ensuring the narrative is concise and impactful.